morning. It's always a pleasure to appear on your screen, and I'm happy appearing on your screen once again. This is Titi Lola Martins, your relationship counselor, and you are tuned to the Right Modest channel. And please, if it is your first time of viewing the channel, even if it is not your first time, if you have not hit the subscribe button, please do so. If you like the video or any video on this channel, please click on the like button. It makes me feel good. So I am looking forward to your likes and your subscription to the channel. Okay, today I am going to be talking about the power of sorry in a relationship. The power of sorry. Sorry sounds so insignificant that people take it for granted, but it has a very significant effect on your relationship. A relationship without sorry, as frequent as it should be, will become toxic, will degenerate, and I'm sure that is not what you want in your relationship. So this morning, like I said, we are talking about, and if you are viewing in the afternoon, okay, this afternoon you're going to be, or in the evening, night, you're going to be hearing me talk about the power of sorry. Apologizing. Yes. You see, many people have lost valuable relationships just because of their inability to say sorry and saying it at the right time. Some say sorry when the other party has already made up their mind that there's nothing coming out of this relationship again. Well, whatever it is, even whether they've made up their mind or not, because you don't even know their minds anyway, so don't let that discourage you. Sorry at any point in time in a relationship go a long way. The point I was trying to make by my first statement is that the timing is very, very important too. Say sorry when you are supposed to. Don't delay your sorry. Don't let it be too difficult for you to say sorry. Sorry is just a 5-letter word, and it is just 2 syllabic words, or a word with just 2 syllables. Say it, and before you know it, a lot of positive things will begin to happen in your relationship. Yes, I ask myself, why do people find it difficult to say sorry? Why is it that people find it difficult to say sorry? I'm going to be discussing that with you, and then we'll move to the benefits of saying sorry in your relationship. Most times people feel that if they say sorry, they are admitting faults. They are admitting that they are the one at fault. They are taking responsibility for everything that has happened. No. The fact that you say sorry does not mean that you are admitting fault. Know that one now. In fact, this is one of the major hindrances to that word sorry coming out of people's mouth. If I say sorry, that means that I am admitting that I am the one at fault. No, it is only the ignorant that say when you say sorry, you are admitting fault. No. People who are knowledgeable know that you are not. In fact, that is just the thing. That is just it. When you say sorry, it does not mean that you are admitting your fault. That you are at fault. You are at fault in the relationship. So next time you feel like saying sorry, don't let your this feeling stop you from saying sorry. It does not mean that you are at fault. It does not mean that you are taking responsibility for the wrongs on ground. Okay. And why do people not want to say sorry? They feel that it will make the other person not to see his own wrongdoings in the matter. Say, if I say sorry now, she will not see herself. After all, she too, she is wrong. Remember, sometimes people will say, she's hot, I am hot too. Or I'm the one hot here. Who tells you that you are the one hot here? Yes, you know that you are hot. Who tells you that the other person is not hot too? Sorry goes a long way. It heals the wound. I'm still going to go into the benefits of saying sorry, but we are looking at why do people not want to say sorry? Why is it difficult for people to say sorry to another when it is actually needed in the relationship? Okay, so the next time you feel like saying sorry, please say it does not mean that the other person will not take ownership of their fault. In fact, your sorry opens up the communication link for resolution. It goes a long way. I will also talk more on that when I want to talk about the benefit. Why do people not want to say sorry? They feel it is unnecessary. It brings unnecessary attention to the past. And because of that, they sweep things under the carpet. That's why people just feel, let me just forget about this thing. Let's start on a new page. You can't start on a new page if you don't erase what you have written in the page, on the page earlier on. Life gives you a blank page to work with. When you have written on the page, you're not going to have another page until you erase that one. You may think you're having another page. No, you're starting all over again. You can't truly start all over again if you have not cleaned up the mess that you have written on the page initially. That's why, when your children, you are doing your homework with your children, or you are writing and you made a mistake with you erase it so that you have that space to write the new things. So stop sweeping things under the carpet and say, oh, if I go and say sorry now, it will just make both of us to remember what we are trying to forget. You need to remember those things, because actually you are not forgetting them. And what they are causing in your relationship is very, very, very toxic. So it does not mean, don't be dissuaded by that. You are trying to bring unnecessary attention into the past. You really need to, and resolve it, okay? Why do people not want to say sorry? They feel that, oh, I'm the one that deserves the first apology. Nobody deserves the first apology. Nobody deserves it. But the one that takes the first move to apologize is the brave one, is the matured one. So you are showing maturity. Sometimes people feel when I say sorry, it's a sign of weakness. I'm showing my weakness. No, you are not showing your. It's rather a sign of strength, that you know better than the other person, that you cherish the relationship more than the other person. Yes. So prove that you cherish that relationship by going all the way to say sorry. Say sorry. Many people have lost valuable relationship because they don't want to say sorry. Because of these reasons, if I say sorry, they will think I'm weak. If I say sorry, in fact, I'm the one that is hurt here. You should be the one to come and say sorry to me. Who says? Why you were hurt? Who knows the things that you have said or the actions you did that also hurt the other person? So while you are dwelling on your hurt, the other person too is dwelling on his or her own hurt. And everybody is bottling up. And when you bottle up, you need that bottle to be opened. If not, it will explode one day, and the explosion will scatter everything. You may not be able to put it together again. You know what an explosion is? I'm sure you don't want that in your relationship. So rather than allow it to explode, allow it to diffuse. When you open up the bottle, what happens? You open it up little by little, and what happens? It diffuses, and then you are able to curtail the effect of the diffusion. You cannot curtail an explosion. You don't want an explosion in your relationship, okay? So next time, don't try to sweep things under the carpet anymore. Don't try to. Sometimes people feel that they will go, let me not say I'm sorry because what I've done is even unforgivable. Who says? Even if it looks unforgivable, still say sorry. Sorry has a way of eating away the hurt. Scraping away the hurt. And before you know it, the hurt is being scraped away little by little, and then you are able to assess the person's heart once again. Yeah. Sorry goes a long way. I repeat, many people have lost valuable relationships because they find it difficult to say sorry. And sometimes when they are now saying the sorry, it's so late. Or they say the sorry in such a manner that it does not depict sorry anymore. Sorry is very, very important. We call it a magic word. I prefer to call it wonder words. We teach children in school, there are 5 magic words. There are 5 magic words. And sorry is one of those magic words. I prefer to call them wonder words. They do wonders to the body. So don't feel, don't hesitate to say sorry again. I've told you the reasons why people find it difficult to say sorry, and they are not really true. They are not really true. Nobody deserves the first apology. Don't feel like, oh, let's forget about the past. And you are not really truly forgetting the past until you erase the past. And the only way to erase the past is to resolve the conflict. And to resolve the conflict, you need a communication link to be open. And that is what sorry does for you. It opens up the communication link. So I'm going now into the benefits of saying sorry. The benefit of saying sorry, number one, it leads to forgiveness. Because when you open up the communication link, everybody is able to, okay, I'm sorry, darling. I'm sorry, man. You know, when you say I'm sorry, the person looks at your direction. And even when they are not looking at your direction, in their mind, they are looking at your direction because they are thinking of why you are saying sorry. So in a way, they are looking at your direction, not physically. That's not what I mean. So in their mind, they look at your direction. They look at the direction of the happening. In fact, they develop empathy for you. So don't find it difficult to say sorry. It opens up the way for forgiveness. In case you are the one that has offended the other person, what happens is it paves the way for you for forgiveness. It opens up the communication link, like I said earlier on. It tends to restore the self-esteem of that person too, that has been hurt. The person in question. It tends to restore. Because, you know, when we are hurt, because hurting people hurt others. You may say, oh, it's the first person that hurt me. The person may hurt you truly. But why you were hurt, hurting people hurt others. Why you were hurt, you must have said some things. You must have done some things also that equally hurt the other person back. So somebody is hurt here. You are hurt, and you are not the only person that is hurt here. Okay? It goes a long way. Your sorry goes a long way to restore the person's self-esteem. You know, when people have low self-esteem, they are very dangerous. So they are very, very dangerous. They want to go all the way to prove to you that they are strong. It is only the low self-esteem people, esteemed people, that wants to prove all the way that they are strong. They are stronger than you. And in the course, they do stupid things. They do things that will even hurt you because they want to prove to you that they are strong. You don't want that in your relationship. You don't want, I want peace in my home. I want peace in my relationship. You want peace. Everybody wants peace. But not everybody is working hard to maintain peace or to make sure their relationship or their home is peaceful. You need to work hard to make sure your home is peaceful. And one of the work you need to do is to your ability to do what? To say sorry at the right time. Okay, so sorry goes a long way to, you know, mend the self-esteem of the person that is hurt. Even if you are hurt, put it down. And one thing is this: when you say sorry, you will receive it back. You will receive it back because it's a seed that you are sowing. And when you sow seed, it will surely germinate. No matter how long it takes, it will germinate, provided you give it the right germinating environment. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so I've said it. The offended person naturally develops empathy for you, wants to hear you out. Okay? And again, sorry or apologizing helps to restore the trust and understanding in the relationship. Don't you want your spouse to trust you again? Don't you want your husband to trust you again? It helps the person to trust your judgment, to be, oh, so you realize that you have done something wrong to me. Oh, so you realize that what you said that time wasn't good at all. So you realize that you are hurting me with that thing you did. Oh, okay. Once they feel that you are truly sorry for what you have done or what has happened, okay, it restores their trust for your ability to evaluate situations. When they cannot trust your ability to evaluate situations, they will, in fact, it hinders a lot. They will keep thinking, oh, anytime another thing happens again, they will feel this person is not thinking well, so therefore, because they can't trust you to analyze situations very well. So when you come back to me saying sorry, I feel, oh, this person has been able to analyze the situation and is saying need to apologize. Yes. So your sorry goes a long way. It helps. Trust is very important in relationship. Understanding is very, very important in relationship. These are things you don't want to trade off in your relationship. These are things you don't want to go. Once they go out of your relationship, you don't have a relationship anymore. Trust, understanding. Then what is left if those are left? Nothing is left. So it's very, very bad. At least for the sake of restoring trust in your relationship, for the sake of restoring understanding in your relationship, say sorry. It helps the other person. Again, I'm repeating it. It helps the other person to see you in a different way. Because while the argument was going on, while the quarrel was going on, he's seeing you in a certain way. And that's why you are receiving all the responses that you are receiving. And the quarrel, the argument is becoming hotter and hotter. But your sorry will begin to unwind. Will begin to reverse the reaction, the chemical reaction. Let's put it that way. Okay? Sorry yields wounds. Yes. Sometimes because somebody told me, why do you like me to always tell you sorry? I said within me, I don't always like you to say sorry. In fact, sometimes I feel comfortable when you tell me sorry. But it's just that it heals my wound. It heals wounds. You to think of it now. The last time you received sorry from someone, don't you feel relieved? Don't you feel? Didn't you feel like a wound has been healed or is being healed? So if you feel like that, why would somebody else not feel like that too? It heals wounds, I tell you. It heals wounds. Sometimes you have to say the sorry over and over and over again. Depends on the magnitude of the hurt or the impact of the hurt. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Choose your relationship above your ego. Your ego. Choose your relationship above your ego. Yes. Your relationship is more important. Okay. Benefits of saying sorry. That is what we're still treating. Yes, it helps you not to make the same mistake again. Yes, it helps you not to make it. Because in the process, I told you to open up room for communication. It opens up the communication link. It opens up the hearts, for apology to be accepted or for resolution to happen. So while you are trying to make resolution, what happens? You talk over things. This is what you said that hurt me. This is how you said, and I don't mean it. Sometimes you don't even mean the things you say, but it does not. Whether you mean it or not, it does not matter. What matters is the impact it's having on the other person. In this case, okay, the impact is very, very important. So it helps you not to make the same mistakes because you now have opportunity to hear what those mistakes that you made are, that you didn't. Sometimes you didn't even know that you made those mistakes. So that's, these are things you will never know if you don't say sorry. These are things the person will never speak out if you don't, if you hadn't say sorry. Okay, it gives you the opportunity to know how your sincere. In fact, I love this one. How your sincere actions, your sincere words, your honest words, your seemingly harmless words has affected the other person. Sometimes you are honestly wrong, I'm telling you. Sometimes you say some things innocently and they're having a negative effect on somebody else. So you have the opportunity to know what you have said, what you have done. You're sincere, very, very sincere. You don't mean to hurt, but you are hurting. So it will help you to know also how the other person thinks and analyzes issues. So that next time when you want to come up with issues, when you want to make a point, you find better ways to make those points. So many of the times we hurt people in the process of trying to make good points. You want them to change. You want them to change certain things about them. And in the process of wanting them to change, telling them what they need to change or, getting a change out of them, you hurt them the more and you even get them to be worse people, to be worse at the end of the day. Sorry goes a long way. Sorry goes a long way in your relationship. Please, don't hesitate to say sorry. Choose your relationship above your ego. It is very, very toxic when you choose your ego above your relationship. After a while, there will be no relationship to go back to. Sorry is very, very important. It heals the wound. It does a lot of things. Somebody said the greatest journey a person or trip a person can make is to meet the other person halfway. Yes. And when you are receiving sorry also, make sure you meet the other person halfway. Don't feel like the Lord of all that needs all the sorry. Even if you feel you are the one hurting, meet the other person halfway. Somebody is kneeling down to tell you sorry, meet him and lift him or her up. Don't say, okay, I've heard you. Don't make sorry difficult for another person next time. But let me tell you, whether somebody makes this difficult for me or not, I am going to say sorry. And the timing when you say sorry to you is very, very important. Don't let things linger for too long before you say sorry. While you are allowing it to linger, those people are making decisions. And you are giving room for conclusions to be made. Dangerous conclusions to be made. And it will take time for those dangerous conclusions to be unwound. I believe I've spoken so much today. the power of sorry. Sorry is so simple, it's so little a word, but it has powerful effect on your relationship. Learn to say sorry. When you say sorry, you are not admitting that you are at fault. It does not mean that you are at fault. It does not mean that you are the one responsible for all the wrongs, all the mess that is on ground. No, it's rather opening you up for what? For a discussion. It's opening up the communication link. And know it. There are very three important things in relationship, a lot of important things. But communication, very important. Trust, very important. Understanding, very important. These are three things that sorry helps you to restore in your relationship. If these three are gone out of your relationship, then what is left? No communication, no trust, no understanding, nothing is left. So you are doing a lot of bad to that relationship by not saying sorry, by not coming up with sorry when you need to come up with it. And don't forget, I've told you, nobody deserves the first sorry. Nobody deserves the first apology. You two can go. No matter how hurt you think the person has hurt you, you don't know what you did in the process that really hurt the person. Your own might even be more. I mean, the person's might even be more at the end of it, because you were talking out of your heart. You are making actions out of your own heart. You really want to hurt the person, because certain people hurt others. You don't even know how much your own words and action have hurt the other person. That is why you should not wait for the first sorry. Go and give it, and you'll see the magic, the wonders that it will do. Please listen to this video over and over again. Remember, I said how it also helps with self-esteem. When people feel low in esteem, they go all the way to want to even destroy you, because they want to show that they are strong. People with good self-esteem don't even bother about. But when there is a hurt, esteem is affected in. I'm telling you. So it goes a long way to help. So please listen to the video over and over again. I'm sure God has spoken to you with this video, the power of sorry. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for your time. I've really taken a lot of time. Okay, thank you very much for listening. And again, this is the Right Models channel. Please, there are a lot of videos on this channel that you need for your relation. You need to listen to them. They are God-given inspiration to me. And there are things that I've practiced in my relationship. I've been married for 24 years now and still counting. I am happy about the peace in my home. I'm telling you. And these are things, revelations that God has given me. I believe that when you go through the videos, you watch them, they will do a lot of good. They will help you in your relationship. If you're looking for relationship counsel, please don't hesitate to contact me. My phone number is on the in the information box in the channel. Okay, so you can WhatsApp me. Okay, you can give me a WhatsApp message. I will definitely reply you. And please, if you have not clicked on the subscribe button, make sure you do. And if you like this video, please like the video. It makes me feel good. Yes, it makes me feel good. So do that. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for your time.